Hi friends, welcome. Antonette here. In today's video, I'm going to be decorating the top of this cabinet in my family room for Valentine's, as well as slightly adjust a dollar store purchase that I have to make it fit in with this display. I hope you enjoy as I take you along. So the first thing we are using to decorate the top of this cabinet is just a nice simple little red runner. Some of you may remember that I decorated this room, my family room, in a lot of whites and grays this winter because I think the white does give it that winter feel. So I have moved this box over from the coffee table over to here. Then what I did was I took this great red ribbon that I have that already has this cute rose attached to it. I wrapped it around the lid of the box, and that dresses that up really nicely. On top of this box, I've placed this other sort of matching box. It's the same colors, but some added gold, and it is actually a glass box. And this one here is more of a cardboard box. So what I added to the top of this box are these really fabulous fabric hearts. They're sort of stuffed, and they were purchased at Michael's on clearance a couple of years ago. And I think they're absolutely adorable. I love the check on them, and I love the stripes on this one. Off to the side of our display, I put this really nice white candle holder here. It's nice and big, and it holds this other sort of hurricane candle holder really nicely. And I'm sort of going for my regular decor mixed in with Valentine's decor. And just at the foot or the base of the candle holder, I have another red and white fabric stuffed heart, and it is matching the check one that's up there. So it looks really cute so far. I'm going to add one last piece that I purchased at, I believe, Dollarama, and I believe Dollar Tree has very similar ones. I purchased that a couple of years ago, but I'm going to make it so that it stands and will go in this empty space right here. Before I get to my tiny little DIY, I'd like to mention that this video is part of the This Is My Thing monthly collaboration with all these great YouTubers that you see here. I'm linking all their channels down below in my description box along with a playlist so you can see everyone's creation. Starting next month, this will be an open collaboration, and if you're a YouTube creator, you are more than welcome to join us and do whatever is your thing. So here we have our sign right here. I'm going to place it along the edge here of my corrugated cardboard stand, and I trace it out so that I can cut it. Now, tracing is one of the simplest things we can do. However, because this is fabric, I sort of have to hold down the edges to make sure that I'm getting the line traced in the right spot because the fabric does move, and because it's corrugated, it actually is bumpy, and so the pencil goes all sort of wonky on me at times. I decided rather than an X-Acto knife, I'm going to use a scissor to cut out the piece, and it does work out just fine. Toward the end I had to fiddle a little bit, but it's just fine. And the X-Acto knife I decided against because I've used it before on corrugated cardboard and it can be a little finicky. So here we have our piece cut out. I'm going to trim off the little strings, and I measure it. It's exactly the right size, so I'm very happy about that. And I'm simply going to place my hot glue in the four corners and then along the side there so that we make sure our little sign is all properly glued down. So there we go. Make sure that I have it all lined up perfectly. And I have the white side at the back, so it looks pretty from the back. Then I'm going to take these heart stickers that I have left from a couple of other projects earlier this season, and I'm just going to sort of place them all around. And I'm just doing that to give this little sign a little more character, a little more fun. I know a lot of people tend to have this sign. I see it on a lot of YouTube videos, so I just want to make mine a little more unique and a little more me. So here we go. Here's our sign in place. Right there. It does fill in the space very nicely. I probably could also even put a little something right on the box in this spot. We'll see for my Valentine's home tour if I end up doing that or not, but I like it as is. I think that this is just the right amount of hearts and red and love. I think that it really screams Valentine's. I could have done a lot more with this sign. I could have changed out those raffia bows, but I love those raffia bows. I think they're very natural looking, and I love the natural look of the raffia, the burlap against the red and black. I think it's very pretty. I could have used this ribbon that I have here from some Christmas boxes. This ribbon matches perfectly with the ribbon on my hearts here. And they have sort of what looks like stitching along the sides there. And this sign has that stitch look along the side too. So it would have been perfect in a sense to use that ribbon to make bows to replace these ones. But like I said, I really do like them and I'm just going to keep them as is. It's always a pleasure for me to join this monthly recurring collaboration, and I would absolutely love if you visited the playlist to see everyone else's creation. Take care, everyone.